Ooh, what's happening, guys? Pretty excited. So the car got dropped off yesterday. You could see that you know, the trailer pull up. So I proceeded to spend the next couple of hours actually unloading this bad boy. Took a lot of work. Car doesn't have any interior. Had to winch it off, literally get it down my driveway, unpack all the gear that came in the car because it came with a with another motor that's knackered, but it has a wiring loom and an alternator and stuff like that on it that I want. And then had to yeah, basically proceed to prepare the garage, which isn't done yet, but as I'm pretty much going to have to just clean the entire thing out so I can get the car in there and really get to work. Anyway, so believe it or not, the car's here, and have a look at this bad boy. Right. Alright, got plenty of gear and stuff in the back. Right, so she doesn't look like much, but believe it or not, if I actually pull the bonnet, right, there you go there. She's an EF6, and this model here is, I've looked it up, it's actually a 1988, and it looks like it was number 768 out of the factory, which means it's literally one of the first 1,000 CRXs ever made. Now, I don't know if you guys know much about it, but I've been doing some research, and it looks like the 1988 model, especially this one, because this one is actually a 1.5X. It's not an SI, but it's got the SI bumpers and everything on it. But this one here is about 120 kilos lighter than all the rest. This is the light version, and I think they're a little bit rare, so feeling pretty good about it. So the first thing that I sort of thought when it turned up was, you know, how much rust does it have? See, I've got this tiny little hole here, but if you look up all in the places that normally rust, right, like up in here and that, it's got no rust. Same up inside the car. You'll see up the front there. It's up around the steering wheel. Up around the back of the steering wheel is where they rust. There in the boot. This has got none. Like this is clean. It's got a couple little dents and stuff, but we can fix that up. But yeah, we've got a legitimate JDM CRX here. And so apparently it came with the with custom, you know, the tinted taillights, which are really rare. And it's literally got all the SI bumpers and all the SI gear and stuff on it. So I'm feeling pretty pumped about this. So it's got king springs on the back, and it's got skunk suspension on the front as well. So this is going to look mean when it's real nice and low. So anyway, so the next thing you want to look for, because my old man's been teaching me this stuff, because he's an absolute weapon with cars. Been a mechanic for 40 odd years. My granddad was a mechanic, my brother's a mechanic, my stepdad's a mechanic, the whole family of mechanics. Cousin rebuilds cars. So my old man was just was telling me the first thing you look for when you buy a car like this is, because it hasn't got a tacho or a speedo or anything like that, is you want to get a feel for how many Ks it's done. And so what you do is you do this, the door here, you want to lift the door up, right? Because you really want to get a feel for how much wear is in those hinges, because that's a telltale sign of how many Ks the car's done. Anyway, that has no wear whatsoever. That is really tight. The next thing you want to look at is the wear on the pedals. So there's no wear. So that's an amazing sign. Like, yeah, they could have replaced the pedals, but they haven't. They've got all the surface rust all up around there. These are the original pedals. So this is the low K CRX. So the guy I bought it off is a rally car driver. So he won the New Zealand hill climb a couple of years ago in a CRX. Anyway, so he bought it as a shell, as a spare, and chucked it in a shipping container, and it hasn't seen the light of day for 5 years. Anyway, so he chucked it up on Facebook, and I just hunted him down, and I bought this car for $300. New Zealand, which is with that, like, I'm not kidding you, this is like $200 US I bought this car for. And so anyway, I paid a little bit extra, like an extra $200, and I got the bumper, I got 3 guards, I got 2 sets of tail lights, I've got a radiator, 2 thermo fans, got the front lights, another bumper, I've got side skirts as well. This is just unreal. And here we go, I've got 2 motors. I got this motor as well as part of it. $500 got the lot. Got all this gear, custom intake, lots of, you know, spare lights and spare mirrors and things like that. So because he's owned a rally car, Nath, and thank you so much, Nath, because I'm absolutely chuffed. So I've been able to get all the old gear because there's no use to it. So here we go, got the bumper, got a spare mirror. These are all indicators. Got like, yeah, got like 4, you know, 2 sets indicators, a spare set of lights, discs. So you chucked in, see here, this is all a disc set off an Integra. So if I just get one more of those, I'll be able to put disc brakes on the back of this as well. And I've got a header here. The rest of the headers here for the exhaust as well. And so anyway, so that's going on the B series. And check out this. I've got a legitimate Mugen wing with the light built into it. Look at this. Like, it doesn't look like much, but that is a Mugen. That's a genuine Mugen wing with a light. I've never seen one with a light in it. So anyway, so feeling pumped about that. I'm going to clean all that up and put it on it. And you know, got the legitimate CRX tail lights as well, 2 sets of them. So I'm going to sell one of the sets just to help fund it. Got spare bonnet. This here is, so I've been hustling, so I thought this would be a good intro video. So because I'm putting the B series in it, the B16A, I've got another fuel tank and the fuel lines. So I was told that I needed a different fuel tank, fuel lines for that motor. So I've bought all of that. And what you can see here is entire interior for this CRX. So I've got the carpet, I've got all the dash, I've got a new cluster, I've got all of the door skins because I'm putting electric windows and everything in this. So I'm yet to organise the actual motors and everything. What else have I got? Got the seat rails. Just trying to think what else is actually in there. I've got all the screws and stuff like that, and I just ordered another sort of pin and screw set off Trade Me for about $50. So I've got all the boot interior in there as well, except for I haven't got the top cover or anything like that. But it's just the guts to really get me going and get the interior back in this thing. So anyway, so next thing I need a wiring loom, and the wiring loom's going to be tricky. And the reason is because it's a B series and this is a CRX. So EF8s came out with the B16A, and that's the previous car I had when I was 20. Anyway, so I've already sourced an EF8 wiring loom. And the reason I want that is basically so I don't have to worry about butchering the wiring loom and trying to find one out of an Integra and mucking around with it. So anyway, so that's going to cost me $500 for the wiring loom. So I'm going to get that down. I also need a heater core and an airbox, as in for the back of the dash. I've organised that. That's coming down, and then I've got to start to think about engine mounts and stuff like that for it. So anyway, introductory video. I'm Nev. If you want to come on this journey with me to rebuild this CRX from scratch, because I'm a guy that has, you know, not touched a car since I was 20 and I'm now 36. I'm just lucky enough to remember a lot of this stuff. If you want to come on this journey, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it. You know, I'm the founder of Wheelie. Really, sort of, I am into cars. I had a major car accident when I was 20 in a CRX and almost killed myself. I'll do a video on that at a later date. Put it this way, put it, head on into a tree at 100 kilometers, 60 miles, and that was a legitimate EF8 SIR with a B16. With legitimately 120,000 Ks on it. So I was completely devastated because I didn't get insurance because I'd had a few drinks, or too many drinks. Although I didn't get caught because I did a runner. So Anyway, you do stupid shit when you're young. But anyway, share the video, come on the journey with me, and let's build this CRX.